Welcome, welcome, welcome. You're in the right place at the right time. It is Tuesday at 5 o'clock, and we're going to have a great show today. I've got Maceo in the house, y'all, all the way from down there in New Orleans, Louisiana, and I'm excited. This is the second week in a row I get an opportunity to talk to brothers. I talked to one brother last week. I'm going to talk to another brother this week from my other hometown, which is New Orleans, Louisiana. You see, y'all didn't even know I had that in my bloodstream, but I do. And I enjoyed talking to Black Troy last week. So we got his partner in crime, which I probably shouldn't say that when you talk to hip hop guys or talk about hip hop guys. But I got his brother on the line today, and we're going to be talking some more about hip hop music. So you all don't go nowhere. Stick around and stay. We're going to be chopping it up in a few minutes. So let me get my intro out of the way so we can get to the artist himself. The first thing I want to do is give a shout out to all of our healthcare heroes, people that are on the front line, helping our loved ones alive, and especially keep us alive. Because I tell you, they will tell you that this pandemic is over with. It ain't over with. Trust me, there are still people getting sick, and there are still people dying from this disease that's floating around. So we need to encourage our healthcare heroes each and every chance we get. And that's what I do. Every time I go live, I try to encourage them, keep them lifted up, keep them doing the job that they're doing, keeping our loved ones alive. So I definitely like to give them a shout out each and every time. Okay. Also, I want to give a shout out to all of our spiritual leaders. We have spiritual leaders that have been on the front line, that have been praying and fasting and seeking the face of God, that come back and tell us what we need to be doing and what we need to know about what's going on in this day and time. So I tell you, I like to encourage them as well. So definitely want to encourage you to pray for your spiritual leadership. If you don't have any spiritual leadership, seek some out. How else will we know what's going on in the world if we don't have a person that can hear from God? So I definitely want to encourage you to pray for your leadership, keep them encouraged. It's difficult. Now, let me just throw this on you. We just came through a time when you couldn't assemble yourselves, not at a funeral, not at a wedding, not at any type of event. So as a spiritual leader that has to console the family that cannot celebrate their loved one the way that they would like to, that's not an easy task to do, okay? And we have to keep them uplifted because that is hard to even think about the scenario with your loved one not being celebrated the way that they should be celebrated after they depart this life. Okay. So that's not an easy job. So you got to encourage our leadership, our spiritual leaders, keep them uplifted at a time like this. So a special shout out to my spiritual leader, Dr. Lloyd Michael Hunt. I tell you, he has been on the front line, keeping us informed on what's been going on out here. And I tell you, I'm excited to have him as my mentor. Okay. So sometimes people want to know where you might be able to find some information on Dr. Hunt. Well, let me tell you. If you go over to ask-dr-ron.com, scroll all the way up to the top, you'll see all of my social media tabs. And all of my social media tabs, you'll see Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter. Go to the YouTube tab, click on it. It'll take you to my YouTube channel. When you get over there, browse around. You'll find all of my shows posted there on my YouTube channel. and I want you to find a playlist devoted to Dr. Hunt. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. After you get through checking out Dr. Hunt, I want you to scroll down on my Ask Dr. Ron page and check out all of my advertisers. You'll run across RRJ Webb. You'll run across Prince Hunter Financial Group. You'll run across Port Again Sam. You'll also see Sir Synergy Green Energy. So check out all of my advertisers, click on the tabs. It'll take you directly to their website. When you get over to their website, you can browse around and get additional information. And I would encourage you to support them. Please support them. Just like they support this show, we want you to support them. If you don't support them, they may want to pull their money back. So please support them. We need them to keep them on the line so that we can keep doing what we're doing right here on the Ask Dr. Ron show. Also, while you're there, please subscribe, like, and share. Send this information out. People come and they can check out what we got going on. So that's enough of that. Right now, we're going to get going onto the further in the show. Right quick, I want to give a shout out to Angelique. We love you too, sweetheart. Miss Watika. She said, Dr. Ron, my granddaughter, a RN student, just came back yesterday from Louisiana, helping with medical care. Shout out to your granddaughter, baby. Tell her to stay encouraged. We pray for her regularly. So now I'm getting ready to open it up to bring on our guest for today. And I got a chance to talk to him on the last week. And I tell you, he's fired up about being on the show. His name is Maceo, and he's from down there in New Orleans as well. And he's also a hip hop artist. And I'm going to tell you, Triple P be on the case. Triple P got her whole artist roster on my show. Okay. She booked every week that I had available. So, Sarah, shout out to you before we even get started. Miss Sarah has been on the road today. I talked to her earlier today, which I knew I would. she don't miss an opportunity to remind me what I'm supposed to be doing today. So, Miss Triple P, shout out to you and welcome to the show for the very first time, Maceo. How you doing, my brother?
I'm good. How you doing?
Man, I'm doing great. Now, look, man, I'm gonna encourage you to so people can see your whole face. So you might want to sit back a little bit, just a little bit more. There you go. We can see you now because you got, a lot of headroom, but we can see you. I wanted to make sure they could see your whole face. Now,
Real talk.
yeah, Maceo 3. Now, what does that mean? Is that am I saying it right? Is it just Maceo with a 3
No, you
behind it?
said it right, Maceo 3.
Maceo 3. Okay. All right. Because I ain't trying to offend nobody. Because y'all
Nah,
down there in
nah,
Louisiana, man, y'all get me, boy. Y'all put some hot sauce on my fish sandwich and I'll be in trouble. You hear me? Because they got some hot sauce down there that will make you cry. Okay?
real talk.
Yeah. When they say
Real talk.
Cajun hot, they mean Cajun hot. Okay?
Yeah.
So now I just started really learning about hip hop on last week when I talked to your partner, Black Troy. So,
Okay.
can you educate an old dude? Because I'm an old dude. All right, that's not my
Yeah,
genre of music.
don't not get over clothes, you hear me?
I hear you, bro. Well, I ain't got no problem being old because I know the opposite of old is dead, and I'm still here. So I'm
Right.
cool with old. Okay,
All right.
some people don't like old. I'm cool with old. All right,
All
but
right.
I know I have been distant from having a real good understanding about hip hop. Okay. So I'm gonna start right there, and then we're gonna get into some information about Maceo. Okay, so
All right.
Maceo
All
3.
right.
So what is hip hop? How would you define hip hop?
Well, hip hop is expressing yourself, you know what I'm saying? Like a true hip hop artist tells stories about what they really been through, what they partner been through. It ain't, no fabricated, made up stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because they
Okay.
got like a bunch of rap out here that's, like made up. You know what I'm saying? But where I come from, the era where it's real hardcore rapping.
Okay. So where you come from, they telling their story.
Right, right. It's either what you've been through or what you saw somebody else go through. You just explaining your vision of the
Okay.
situation.
Okay. All right. So I think I brought this parallel up on last week. They have other genres of music like the blues. So like when you go to a blues concert, when you go to your concert with the blues, they're singing stories that are related to what's going on in their life, that
Right,
type of thing,
right.
so um, would you say it's very similar to a blues artist?
Correct, correct. You're right.
Okay. All right. So with that being said, the music is a little different. They got a different beat to it. Yes.
Music got different meanings, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody got a story to tell.
Okay.
See,
So
huh?
go ahead.
I'm the type of rapper that, I like to listen to, the struggle. You like say reality, stuff that you can relate to.
Okay. All right. So now with your type of hip hop, are you telling your story or you telling the story of others that you know about? Is it like a folklore, like okay,
Both. It's both.
legends in the hood type situation?
Right. It's both.
Okay,
Telling my side and, somebody else's side that's close to me. You know what I'm saying?
gotcha. All right, so let's talk about Maceo. Tell us about you. What's your background? Where you from? What's up with you?
I'm from uptown in New Orleans. I was born and raised in a Magnolia Project. Then we moved on Josephine Street. That's where I met Black Troy, you know what I'm saying, on Josephine.
Okay.
So I, came up around that era. I'm the coolest thing in the icebox.
What you say? You the coolest thing in the icebox, huh?
Yeah.
I know that's right, brother. I ain't mad at you. So, I'm familiar with all the projects. I think we found out last week that they starting to rebuild the projects back up again. Is that something that they're doing now? Did they ever bring
Well,
the Magnolia
it's
back?
basically like all of them like rebuilt already, you know what I'm saying? They look more up to date now. It ain't like no brick projects, they're more like townhouses now.
Okay. Yeah, because I know most of them got destroyed in the flood, right? Is that still
Not really. They was already tearing them down, to rebuild them. So it wasn't like no storm like type of project situation. You know what I'm saying? It was
okay?
already like in the making of like tearing them down and rebuilding.
Okay. So now, with the people that were staying in the projects in the city, did they allow them back, or they didn't
Yeah, I
want them
think they
back?
had first dibs. I think the people that stayed in the project before they like rebuild, I think they had first dibs on like moving back in the project. You know what I'm saying? But right now it's mixed, like white and black staying, in the neighborhood now.
Okay. So it's not just all project and the stuff that goes on in the project.
Nah, nah.
Yeah, because some of them projects was kind of rough, man. I told you I used to live in New Orleans, man. Look, and I'm from Chicago, okay, and I
Yeah,
wouldn't hang out in the Ninth Ward too long at all, okay. Over there was the Fisher projects. They had two of them, Desire and the Fisher, right
Desire and a Florida was in the
on the
ninth ward.
Florida, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I do a drive by in a heartbeat, man. All right, let's go, y'all. Can't stay here too long.
If I'm not mistaken, I think the Desire was the first project,
Okay.
and it was the biggest project.
Okay. Yeah, but they was rough over there, brother. And,
Yeah,
and
I
rightfully
don't know
so.
too much about down there. You know, that's downtown, so I don't really
Right,
know.
right. The Ninth Ward. Yeah, it was
Yeah,
rough over there, brother. Look, man, shoot. Look, them, and you can't get mad about them being rough because you think about it. Going all the way back to Hurricane Bessie, when they
okay,
opened up the floodgates and the first place in the entire city of New Orleans get washed out is the Ninth Ward. They don't care who get killed, who get destroyed or anything, man. They would wipe out whole generations of people when they had hurricanes that hit. So I can understand why they was rough and tough. And a lot of people don't understand if you're in a hurricane situation and the area gets flooded. Now they just washed in Lake Pontchartrain and
okay,
all of the swamps in the surrounding area. So that means you got snakes, alligators, and anything else that's still alive when the water come flooding in. So now,
right.
and now you just got water so high that all these creatures that live in water swimming around you, and all you trying to do is just get dry. Okay, so I can understand how them brothers can be a little rough, you
Yeah,
know, you know,
yeah.
and they was a
But
lot rough.
sometimes you in a project you had to come up tough. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't be no chump. You know.
Yeah, I get it. So now you say you was in the Mount for Me. Now where was the Mount for Me at?
I
I can
was in a
Magnolia,
Magnolia project.
Right?
Yeah, I was in the Magnolia project. You know, the Magnolia is from Willow Street all the way to LaSalle Street, but I stayed
Okay,
on Willow Street.
gotcha. Okay, but it's mostly uptown.
Yeah, that's uptown. That's in the heart of the third wall.
Right. I kind of remember a little bit because it's been a while, man. I left New Orleans in 1990, so some of that stuff is like a little vague to me.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
left before it really got rough. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure. So shout out to Triple P. I see she's on the line. She put on there your Facebook information, the coolest Maceo. She got it up there listed on the
Real
chat.
tough.
Yeah, and then we also got Miss Crystal out of in Michigan. She's over there. She's tuned in. I also see Ferris Davis, Pastor Ferris Davis, then dropped in to check on us today. Shout out to you. So we get people all kinds of walk of life tuning in, checking us out. So now, I also know that, being in that project life. Now I know you're a family man now because you're not a young dude.
Right, 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 right.
So you've kind of matured and got a little bit older. So I'm gonna try and put your feet on the fire like I put everybody else's feet on the fire. So what kind of music are you putting out there? Are you putting that gangster rap stuff out there?
Nah, nah, nah,
What I mean, you
nah.
got to tell us about, what
Well,
kind
you
of
know,
message.
my music is like reality rap. You know what I'm saying? I basically rap about what's going on, but at the same time, I really rap about myself being the coolest.
Okay. So I mean, when you say the coolest, I mean, like what it is. You go different places and
Basically, the coolest, like I get along with everybody. You know what I'm saying?
okay.
I ain't got no. I'm cool with everybody. I ain't got no beef out here. I ain't got to watch my
Okay.
back and all that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a laid back person.
Gotcha. Okay, because I mean, some folks might not understand what that means.
Yeah, yeah,
So
for real.
so
I understand.
look, right quick, shout out to that young fella that just dashed across the back of the screen there. He just did a drive by, so shout out to the youngster, you know.
You can tell I'm so focused. I ain't even pay attention to that.
Well, we in the rest of the world saw that, which is cool because when you're at
Yeah,
home
one
and
of
you
my
got a
sons,
family.
he ain't know I was doing the interview.
Yeah, yeah, it's all good. Like I said, when you're a family man, anything can happen. Look, one of them babies might climb up in your land in your lap in a minute, you know. So now you say you're not in the projects anymore. So do you work a 9 to 5, that kind of
Yeah,
thing?
yeah, yeah. I work on a steamboat.
Oh, okay, all right. So you a boat captain
Now I'm a deckhand on a boat.
or deckhand on the boat, which is a
Yeah.
very good paying job. So you do the river travels,
We
Mississippi
go up
River.
and down the Mississippi River. We do tours. So, we do tours like 3 times a day going up and down the Mississippi River and come back.
Okay, all right. So you in and out every day.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We come home every day.
Okay. So where do you port out of the Basic Canal?
We right down Tulu Street, uh, right off of Decatur on Toulouse.
Okay, so you almost off of Jackson Square.
Yeah, around that way. Right, right,
Yeah.
right.
Okay.
Block away, as a matter of fact.
See, you didn't think I knew that, huh? So they can do a drive by, grab some beignets, and then come on over to the boat and
Right,
take that ride.
right,
Get that
right.
fresh coffee in the morning or afternoon or late at
Yeah,
night.
on the night cruise, you know what I'm
There
saying?
you go. There you go. That's what's up. See. So you see, you didn't think I knew nothing about that. I just put that on you. So now, do they have any hip hop clubs in New Orleans?
Far as hip hop, not really. It's all like bounce music type clubs. You mainly gonna hear bounce music all night. They'll squeeze like 2 or 3, rap songs in the mix, but nah, as far as like a all hip hop scenery or club, they don't have that done yet.
They don't have that. So
Nah,
when y'all gonna take over Bourbon Street and put a club on it, man?
bourbon, that's for the tourists, man. I ain't on no bourbon. I'm from here.
So you ain't doing that, huh?
Nah, I don't mess with Bourbon Street. Now,
Okay.
when we was teenagers and all that, we was like excited to go on Bourbon. But as you get older, like, that's played out. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. All right. So you ain't even trying to go down there and visit, huh?
Nah. All the time I pass through Bourbon, if I'm at work, we go on a lunch break and just want to take a walk or something.
Okay. Well, they still got good food down there, don't they? Everything ain't gone, is it?
Nah, they still got good food down here. Well, New Orleans known for the best food, so they ain't never going nowhere.
Yeah. Well, but I mean, like, even for the locals to go run, grab a sandwich or
Oh yeah,
something.
yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
because I know they got them tourist spots, man. You can go on Bourbon Street and spend $100 a plate just trying to get something to eat because they got a name out front and a famous chef in the back. But for the locals to want to grab a sandwich, a muffalata, something
Yeah,
like that, yeah,
they got a few like places on the outskirt. You know what I'm
okay,
saying? The Bourbon, where you get your sandwich or two.
okay, yeah. Yeah. So when you hang out, where do you hang out at? Since they don't have a hip hop place, where would you go out to? Because I know they got live music everywhere. Do you play music?
I used to when I was in high school, but I don't.
Okay.
I've been left that alone. But they got like a lot of clubs that's a chill spot. They got a club called a Hideaway, or that's a little chill spot. They got a club called ENC on the Sundays where they got $2 drinks on Sunday.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Now you and I were talking on Sunday, and then you were telling me that they have second line every
Right.
Sunday. So
Every
now,
Sunday.
if I remember correctly, second line used to go from one bar to the next in like in the uptown or downtown, wherever, this because they had second line everywhere. I know the Indians ride up and down, what was it, Claiborne or
Yeah,
Rampart or something like that.
yeah.
So they used to do their little thing every, not all the time, but they used to get dressed up and do their thing. So where do the second lines travel to now? Like say
Well, they
one you
still
went to.
do the bar thing. They got that's their stops going to different bars. You know what I'm saying? If they got in the uptown area, they got a second line uptown. Throughout the route, they might stop at 3 or 4 different bars, for just a little rest stop, you know what I'm saying, before they get
Mhm.
to the next stop. Same thing
Okay.
with downtown.
Okay, got you. So, what would you say would be, like you guys was hanging out on Sunday? What would be your thing on a Sunday? Do they have live music, DJs? I mean, what are they doing?
Well, on a Sunday once you go to the second line, after the second line, they got some people will go downtown under the bridge on Claiborne Bridge. They got a lot of activity going on down there. Some people wait till, like I say, 6 o'clock, and if you go to NC from 6 to 9, you drink for $2.
Mm-hmm.
Then, later on that night, you might go to Hideaway, or they might have Club Silkies. I like I said, I hang at the cool spots. Now where they ain't got all that humbugging shit. You know what I'm saying?
You said humbugging. All right now. Yeah. So I know there's a lot of people that believe that hip hop music has a lot of violence and stuff associating with it. So what would you say that would stop people from thinking like that?
I ain't gonna lie, you ain't gonna stop it.
No.
You ain't gonna stop it. And it's an ongoing thing. Some people like feel that's the type of music they gotta make to be heard, or that's the stuff that you gotta be into. You know what I'm saying? Because some people that rap about violence ain't much like that.
Mm-hmm.
But some people follow a trend. If they see such and such, that's how he rap, and then they feel like it's hot, so they're gonna try to do the same thing and rap
Okay.
the same way, figuring it'll work for them, how it work for the other person.
Mm-hmm. I got you. So that's the trend.
Yeah, that's all it is.
Okay. Yeah.
If they got somebody that'll come on and rap like spiritual or something, they see like they popping, the next person gonna try to do that too.
Okay. Shout out to Miss July. She popping in. She has a son that's a hip hop artist as well. So we got her listening on the line. So if a young person was trying to get into the genre of hip hop, would you encourage them? Not encourage them? What would you say
I'll,
to a
I'll
young person?
encourage them. I'll encourage them, to do it. Like I said, I wouldn't tell them don't follow. I'll tell them don't follow what you see on TV.
Okay.
Be your own artist. Create your own style. Because
Okay.
like I said earlier, might the same that you see working for them might not work for you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I got a son at 15.
Okay.
Hey, he just jumping off in the rap game. You know what I'm saying? He ain't put no CD out yet, but he got a video and everything on. He got a song on iTunes and all that, and he got a video out right now.
Okay, well, that's what's up. Now one of the things I always like to ask artists, to try and see, like you said a little while ago, accountability for your music. Would you say your music would encourage people to do things? And if it is, I'm thinking about crazy things, And if it is, what are you going to do to try and encourage them not to do crazy things?
Nah, see, my music ain't like it. My music ain't telling you to go grab your gun and go kill whoop de woo or whatever. You know what I'm saying? My music is more of storytelling. If you listen to my songs, it's like a story. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
it's something you could like. My music, you might go get a sip of cognac and get in your car and just ride up the highway and vibe all day. You know what I'm saying? I
Mm-hmm.
got that soulful type music.
Okay. So you're not one of those people that you got to clean up the mess you created, huh?
Nah, 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 nah.
Uh-huh. So you're a lover, not a fighter, huh?
Yeah, I'm too old for all that, man. You know what I'm saying? I leave that to the youngsters.
I know that's right. Yeah. But even being a role model as a hip hop artist, you want to try and encourage people to try and stay away from humbug and doing things that are, really not going to, we all, as older people in the community, we should be trying to encourage people to want to live and not die and not do things where they got to live in prison and places like that, because that is not a good place to want to be.
Right.
Last week we were talking about, Black Troy's past experiences, and I was letting them know, where he came from. What no punk, that was a serious, serious place. Now, have you had any, jail experiences or anything like that as well?
I've been in jail a few times, but I ain't do no time like Troy did. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was.
But though, like I look, I hung with the gangsters. I wasn't out here like doing the shit they was doing. You know what I'm saying?
I
But
got
I
you.
still hung with them. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah, I understand. I was we were talking about Parish Prison last week too. I asked him, did they still have Tent City? He said no, they got rid of that a long time ago.
Yeah, that's gone. That's gone.
Yeah, so but when I was living down there, they still had Tent City. So, that was a hard place to want to be, 23 hours a day locked down in a circus tent. You got a chance to go inside 1 hour a day to get a shower, and then they put you right back out there in that hot box. Boy, that was
Right,
no joke.
right,
Okay. You hear me? That was no place to want to be. It was no civilization in that, and then I was explaining also last week that, if they lock you up, anytime after Halloween, you're gonna be there till the end of Mardi Gras, because everybody gonna be taking off. Okay. Ain't no
right,
court,
right.
ain't nothing going on. Okay. So, I understand how rough it can be, having some things happen to you in New Orleans. It ain't no good thing to get in trouble down there, boy. And
Yeah, it's easy
everybody,
to get in trouble and hard to get out of.
hey, hey. you know so that's why I try to encourage hip hop artists and all artists to try and leave positive messages,
Right,
because believe it or not, young people hear what they want to hear, but if they hear something positive, it gives them an opportunity to hear something that they can draw from and maybe make an influence on themselves that can spare them from having to go through some of the hardships that others have gone through.
right,
So I
right,
definitely try to encourage people that have an audience, like yourself, to be positive and be accountable for what you say and what you do. So I done gave my little speech. Now I ain't gonna go back down that road no more. But I always try to go there, because you never know who's going to hear what
right,
you're saying,
right. You're right.
you know, and I always want to make sure that people are saying things that can be an upward motion, not a negative motion. Okay.
Right,
You
right.
know, so now we got some other things to talk about. I know that you also, correct me if I'm wrong, have a clothing line.
Yeah, real talk clothing.
Let's talk about that. What's up with your clothing line? Is that a hip hop thing now? Because I know Black Troy had one too. Last week he talked about his stuff. So let's talk about yours.
Yeah, real talk clothing. We the same people. We the same company. So, what he got, I got. What I got, he got. We in this together. So we got, real talk shirts, real talk dad hats, real talk socks. Trying
Okay.
to pull off some real talk shorts in a minute.
Okay. All right. So now, if they're interested in talking to you about some of the clothes you have, your email is right here on the screen. You
Right,
know,
correct. Hit
yeah.
the email up and just, let us know the colors and the size and the address, and we'll, ship it to you.
Okay, there you go. So it's easy to get in touch with. You know, so you do the hats and all of that stuff too.
Correct.
Okay. All right. So what about your music? Now I know Triple P been putting up your YouTube information all over the Facebook chat. And shout out to Dana Loggins. She just came in. Miss Angelique said, "Love your show. Thank you. Appreciate it, Miss Angelique." So for clothing orders, contact. Okay, she just put that up there. So what about your music? Now, if they are interested in supporting your music, how would they go about it?
Well, you could go on all my music is on all platforms. I got a CD out right now called The Coolest, and I also got a CD called uh Concrete Rose that's dropping October the 4th.
Okay, Concrete Rose.
Yeah, that gonna be on all platforms also.
Okay, all right. So now, is it like when you say an album, you just talking about a song or how many
No,
songs are
I'm
on
talking
it?
about a whole album. Not just
Okay,
one song, the whole album.
okay, old school album. I got you.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
I got like collectively between me and Troy on YouTube, we got like 28 videos.
Okay. All right. So you got a whole catalog already
Yeah,
been released. Okay.
yeah,
Now, how long you been doing this?
man. Then I'll be telling my age.
Yeah, bro. Tell your age, man. Be responsible.
Look, I've been doing this like off and on really since like 99, 98,
Okay.
99.
98, 99. Okay. And
My
and
first CD was a group CD called Uptown Superstar.
okay.
And that was with like we was kind of affiliated with Cash Money during that time, but we wasn't really, signed with them. The person who owned our label, was Baby and them brother, little brother.
Okay. Now you say Uptown All Stars. Now I thought that was
Uptown Superstars.
Uptown Superstars. Okay, because they had an
Yeah.
Uptown All Stars, which was the Neville Sons, right?
I don't know about that. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I thought, the Neville,
The Neville brothers?
yeah, the Neville brothers' sons and grandsons. I thought they had a band called the Uptown All Stars.
They
Cyril,
probably
Cyril,
they probably
Cyril and
did.
them. Yeah.
They probably did.
Okay, so you're not familiar with them. Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah, okay, got you.
But
So
we was the Uptown Superstars.
superstars, got you.
Right.
So in the group, it was like all hip hop artists.
Yeah, it was five of us. See what it was? All of us was individual artists, but he wanted all of us to come out collectively at one time. It was like a compilation CD. We only dropped one CD, and then the situation went bad. But he wanted all of us to be heard at one time instead of like just picking one artist and we're gonna work with you. We did a whole compilation together,
Okay,
and that was the name of the compilation, Uptown Superstar. But
got
that
you.
was the name of the group, basically.
Okay, so now with this long, rich history of hip hop that you've been doing, do you have any future concerts, tour dates, things of that nature coming up?
I gotta get with Sarah on that. Sarah control all that.
She called
She
all
got
that.
some. She got something in the make, in the works for us right now. So we just waiting
Okay,
for it to be finalized.
okay. So stay tuned.
Right.
Stay tuned because you're gonna be traveling. You're gonna be doing
Yeah.
some things. Okay.
Definitely.
All right. Well, that's good. Man, I'm excited for you guys, and what you're doing down there in New Orleans. New Orleans is such a rich culture of music,
Right.
and like you said earlier, and food. So, if somebody were coming to New Orleans, where would you recommend you know, that they go to get a down home New Orleans style meal, and you can't say chicken and watermelon. That's already taken.
You know, yeah, you know, he used that one already.
That's gone, man. You got to
Yeah,
come
he
up with
used that
another
one
one, man.
already. Uh, Let me see. 'Cause they got a bunch of places down here.
Right.
Fire Food and Spirit.
Fire, food, and spirits. Okay. That's a good spot.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, see, nobody named none of the spots that I remember when I was living down there that were real good. Sarah just put chicken and watermelon fire. um, Nobody named Copeland's. You know, Copeland's is Copeland still around, man?
I think so.
He
You
frowned. Wait
know,
a minute. He frowned up when I said Copeland's,
yeah, I
man.
don't like go them like type of place. You know, I really like mess with like black owned type,
Okay.
restaurants. That what they got a lot of right now. You know what I'm saying? Like
Okay.
Copeland's and all that. Nah, I don't mess with that.
You don't mess with that.
Uh,
Okay. There used to be, you know, and I gotta just, you know, clarify this when I say this. In New Orleans back in the day, you used to be able to pull up on a gas station, and the gas station would have a diner in the back where you can go and get a foot long oyster, foot long, you know, shrimp, you know, sausage sandwiches. They used to say sausage sandwich, you know. You used
yeah.
to be able to go in the back, you know, like a deli type situation, and they would be having food that would throw down. So do they still have a lot of those type of places around?
Yeah, a lot of these gas stations now, yeah, like Brothers is like the main gas station that sell food, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of these little gas stations now have like they sell food in them.
Oh, they do? Okay, so they kept
Yeah,
that tradition alive. Okay.
yeah,
Yeah. So like I know they used to have a place called Three Sisters. Is that still around?
yeah,
Three
yeah.
Sisters? Okay, but that's a tourist spot. I know that's a tourist spot. Yeah.
They got two locations actually. They got one in New Orleans East and one in the French Quarter.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So it's still your favorite is, or say that one again you just said a minute ago.
Huh?
Say the one you said a minute ago, the one you chose.
Fire Food and Spirit
Fire, food, and spirits. Okay. Where is that one located?
on the West Bank.
Okay, you gotta go across the river.
Hey, sometimes you gotta travel to get it.
You gonna send them across the river. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right. I got you. Yeah. Do they have overstuff still around?
No,
That's
no,
gone.
no.
The one that
That's
used to be
gone.
out east.
Or they changed the name. It's something. Damn, I forgot the name, but it ain't called over stuff no more.
Okay. Yeah. Because that was a nice spot you can go to in the middle of the night, you know, when you on full and you gotta go get something to eat.
Man, everybody going to like Brothers, and like I said, Brothers open 24 hours.
Okay.
You pull up late at night from the club, get you some chicken tenders.
Okay. I got you. I hear you. Yeah. So, now I know we talked about a lot of stuff. So, what is it that you would like to tell the people about yourself or your business or what you do? What you got for us. Tell us something that you want to
Well,
try to.
I'm
Go
I'm
ahead.
co-CEO of Real Talk Entertainment.
Uh huh.
I got a bunch of music out. If you go to audiomac.com and type in Maceo 3, I have 3 CDs on audiomac.com. You can download them for free.
Okay.
Yeah, like I said, I got the coolest CD out right now. On all platforms. On YouTube under Real Talk Space Music. We got videos on there, and if you scroll down to where you hit playlists on our YouTube, you're gonna get all our videos. You're gonna get 28 videos you can watch.
Okay. All right. What you say? Go check you out.
Yeah, check me out, man. You're gonna like what you hear. You're gonna like what you see.
Okay. All right. Look, Triple P said, Sarah said, jazz daiquiri next to chicken and
Oh,
watermelon
Jazz that's the
and
truth.
strip mall got the best drinks.
Yeah, that's the truth. That's the
Yeah.
truth.
I think y'all got that girl drunk when she came down there. I
She
think that's what
watch. I,
happened.
I ain't gonna expose her. I ain't gonna expose her. I ain't
Cause
gonna
look,
expose.
she didn't name no food spot. She named the daiquiri spot.
Oh yeah, and they next door to each other. Jazz
Yeah,
Dagger and the Watermelon, they next door.
yeah. I got you. Yeah. Cause
Yeah, but
she showed brought that out.
yeah, she got a little tipsy.
Yeah, she got a little tipsy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you. So I gotta ask this question.
What's up?
Now you say tourists go hang out in the French Quarter. So where would you say would be a popular place for the locals to just, I know they doing second line on Sunday and they go get them $2 drinks that you talked about. Um, so what would you say the locals hang out and do the most of?
Like, I ain't gonna. I named them earlier, but I name them again. They got, like I said, it's divided. Some people hang at the Hideaway. Some people hang downtown on the bridge around a club called the Mother-in-Law. Some people hang at ENC. Some people hang on Second and Drive, Sportsman Corner. Some people hang at Silgas. It's different spots in the city. Some people hang in the strip club.
So are tourists allowed to hang with y'all? I probably would be considered a tourist since I ain't lived there in so long. But if I come stumbling up into one of them spots, man, it would be okay for me to come hang without y'all feeling violated.
Oh man, you good? It's all love.
Okay.
It's just the main word in that conversation is hang. Can you hang?
Yeah. Now I gotta throw this out there. You ain't named not one of them spots that be on St. Charles where the streetcar go down. Cause they got a whole bunch of stuff that go down St. Charles all the way up to the zoo, and around the corner, So none of them spots, they
Oh,
just local neighborhood
I ain't,
spots. You said
nah, ain't none
no.
of
You
that.
said
Nah,
no, none of that.
nah. Like I said, that's like tourist attraction. Down St. Charles and all that.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Only thing people go to on St. Charles to try the stuff.
To the trolley stop. That's
Right.
it.
Other than
That's
that, you ain't gonna catch no locals like really on St. Charles unless it's a parade.
okay. So have all the parades started back up?
Nah, I don't think they're gonna have nothing next year neither. I don't think. I don't know yet. It's up to the mayor.
Okay. Yeah, because I know the pandemic had kind of shut things down. So
Yeah.
have they got things under control? Because you doing the ferry boat. So do you feel concerned when you got guests coming on?
Well, my boat, we ain't like putting half tours on it right now. We under construction. So it's
Hmm.
like we renovating our boat right now. So we ain't up and down the river right now. We just dockside.
Just dockside. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this last storm they just had, did it do a lot of damage all through the city? Because I know they just had a storm what about a week or so ago.
Yeah. It kind of tore the city up.
Okay. So you're recovering pretty much.
Yeah. Some people shaking back, some people still messed up.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah.
That's
Well,
it's hard, you know what I'm saying, dealing with a hurricane.
Hey, you ain't gotta tell me, man. You know, I understand. I live down there, like I said. I witnessed a few of them come sliding in, and every time a hurricane would come in, I went and hung out in the French Quarter because I knew that was gonna last. I
Oh,
was like,
well, hey, you know they gonna always have lights and all that down there.
yes, sir. I learned that early on. When I got there
Yeah,
in '83, I have family down there, and I still got family down there. My oldest daughter lives down there. So they kind of hit me up. You said you don't want to go to the ninth ward when it's a hurricane going on. But if you want to make sure you survive, you go hang out in the French Quarter.
yeah.
So I go hang out in the French Quarter till they say it's all clear, and I was cool with that. I was like, see, I learned early on where to be at when the storm blow in.
Right, right.
Yeah, that's survival right there. Hurricane 101. Hang out in the French Quarter.
First for bro.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's real. Well, look, man, we got about 6 minutes left in the show. So, what is it information wise that you would like to leave with the people before we get out of here?
Well, you can follow me on Facebook, the coolest space Maceo. You can go to our YouTube channel, Real Talk Space Music. That's Aura33LTALK Space Music. Or we got another YouTube channel is Real Talk Entertainment. I don't
Okay.
have no like Instagram and all that.
Okay. So you got Facebook
Yeah, just
and
Facebook
YouTube.
and YouTube.
Okay. And Sarah has posted that information in the chat. If you scroll through the chat, you'll get a chance to see all that information that he just gave you. Um, so, what profound information, words of inspiration would you like to leave with the people, man, before we get out of here?
Yeah, learn. You got to keep your head up, stay focused. Don't ever get discouraged. After the pain, come the joy.
Okay.
That,
After the pain come the joy. All right. Yeah. So, and they can reach out to you anytime about your clothes, anything that you want to know about the clothing line. You can always hit him up on his email that's printed on the screen here. That seems to be a hot thing going on right now in the New Orleans area with the hip hop artists.
right.
They're working together. Which is another beautiful thing. They're working together. Okay, so that's a beautiful thing. When you see black people come together in their craft and their music and they work together, that's a beautiful thing. So I applaud you, man. Thank you for coming on the show.
I
you know
appreciate you for having me.
yeah, talking about what you do. Did we get a chance to cover everything that you wanted to cover?
Yes, yeah, we did. Don't forget, October the 4th, Concrete Roads will be driving on all platforms.
Okay, Concrete Rose.
Right.
That's gonna be the latest album.
Correct.
Now, see, you dated yourself when you said album, because young people ain't gonna know nothing about no album. Look, just like some people don't remember CDs.
Right, right. Yeah, CDs came and went too.
Yeah, yeah. So when you say album, that let folks know right there, you old school, okay?
Right, right.
Yeah, yeah. You
But
told on yourself.
everybody still use the album word sometimes, when they be like, oh man, my album dropping such and such, they still
Okay,
use that terminology.
okay. So now, do they have a hip hop station in New Orleans now, or is it still just the R&B station?
Now they got Q93. It's mixed,
Okay,
with R&B and hip hop. They used to
okay,
have another they used to have another station in New Orleans, a little local station, but I guess it just came and went, you know what I'm saying?
okay. So, would you consider the local station to be an outlet for you to be able to get your music played?
Yeah, if you got the right bread, they charging thousands of dollars to get on the radio for a logo.
Oh, okay. So you just busted them out. Pay to
Hey,
play.
hey, it is what it is. I've been not liking that type of situation. It's like, radio stations in the city supposed to support their locals, you know what I'm saying? And
Right,
they really don't.
right, right. You're absolutely right. It's been like that all over the place, man. So not just in New Orleans, but in Chicago too. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got DJs like that down here too.
Oh yeah.
Man, I ain't gonna get on that subject, but yeah,
Yeah. Keep it positive, bro. Keep it
yeah,
positive. Yeah. Well, look, this has been Maceo. We got about 2 minutes left. Maceo 3 has been on with us. You all grab this video, spread it around, support his music. He got October the 4th, right? He got a new song
correct,
drop, new
correct,
album dropping.
correct.
And go out and support it. Share the information. We got a lot of people on the line. Miss Angelique says yes, rock with it. And Miss Sarah been clowning. She been talking about everything. She got it going on. So they're gonna get in contact with you about your clothing line if they're interested. Where can they see some of your material on your Facebook?
Right, correct. You see it
Okay.
on.
Okay. Yeah, they can go on Facebook and get a chance to see what kind of designs that you have and support what you got going. What's the average price of a hat?
$15.
$15? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Either you could go on my Facebook or you can go on Troy's Facebook. Like I said, it's all the same. It's the same company. We business partners.
Okay. That's what's up. And Troy was on with us last week and he talked about it and he had all his stuff hanging on the wall.
Right,
So we
right,
got a
right,
chance
right,
to see
right,
some
right.
of it.
We
So,
got jerseys. We got jerseys too.
mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. So whatever you're interested in the clothing line, just reach out to them. Hey man, I appreciate you taking time out to come hang out with us this week, man. It's been a great
No
interview.
problem, man. I
Um,
appreciate the opportunity.
Miss Sarah said, great interview, and masks too. She said you got the mask too, make designer
Right, right,
masks.
right,
Yeah,
right. Definitely,
because
definitely.
masks
Right,
gonna be around for a while. They ain't going nowhere, you know.
right.
Yeah. So look, stay right there, Maceo. Don't go nowhere. We're gonna get out of here. Look, we appreciate y'all tuning in, being a part of what we got going on right here at the Ask Dr. Ron show. We're gonna throw this up here for those that want to support, make donations, contributions to the show. Please send us your offering. We need your support. We've got Cash App, Zelle, PayPal. Go over to the website, ask-dr-ron.com, and support all of my advertisers and vendors. We need your support. We need you to support all of our people that support us. We appreciate you. You guys stay safe until we meet again on next week. Y'all stay blessed. Peace.